Tori and I'm a Winnie the Pooh collector from the UK, and this is a video I have kind of always wanted to do, and I'm so excited that I've now finally built up enough stuff to do one. And honestly, I've got the pile right here and there's so much more than I thought, which makes me very happy, very excited. So as you can tell from the title of the video, today we are going to be doing my rabbit collection. As you know, Rabbit is one of my favourite characters from the 100 Acre Woods, and not only that, but I always do love to show appreciation to the rarer characters. If this makes sense, Rabbit is probably the more common of the rarer characters, if you get what I'm trying to say. He's a rare character, but he's more common than say like Owl and Gopher and those kind of characters. So I know we haven't even got into the video yet, but if you do like this video, once we do actually get in it and get through it, if you'd like me to do this with like other rarer characters as well, if I have enough stuff to do a video on them of, do let me know. I'll see what I can do. But I'm so surprised how much Rabbit stuff I have managed to accumulate here. I will just say, some of it is ones where he features on things, so I'll go through all the ones first which are solely Rabbit, and then we'll work through things where it's like featuring him and the others. Anyway, we have literally got so much to go through, so I think without further ado, let's get on with the video. Right, I think we'll try and work through it in little categories. So I think first we'll start off with like figures, Funkos, stuff like that. Starting off very small, we have got Rabbit as a Dorable, and he is one of the flocked Dorables, so he's like got a little fluffiness to him. They're just so cute. It's just, look at the little big eyes. I think I got him off of Vinted. I believe I got like the first couple. I've got most of the Winnie the Pooh flocked Funkos like this. Most of them I did get in like the little blind bags that they came in, but then I searched for some of them on places like Vinted. I think it's only Tigger I need to complete my collection of like these types. There's so many Winnie the Pooh Dorables to get, but out of like this standard flocked edition, I believe it's only Tigger I need. But yeah, look how cute Rabbit is. He's so tiny. And then working our way up in size, we have got this little like plastic figurine of Rabbit, and this came in, I got it from Asda. It was like a big storybook, literally like that wide, but most of it at the back was like a section that big, all with figurines, and it came with like a little play mat so you could like set up. It was very much aimed at young kids because it was basically the idea of it was like set up the mat and you had all the figures so like the kid could like act out the story as you're reading to it. It's a very cute idea. I've still got the book, so I might save that for when I have kids because that's such a cute idea. But I just basically wanted it for the figures and the map because it was just a map of the 100 Acre Woods, so it looked very cool. But yeah, I just kind of wanted the figures for it. So yeah, Rabbit was one that came in that. Then I have got this little key ring of Rabbit. This was sent to me from one of my friends over in the US. I became friends with her when I like first started my YouTube channel. It was like, pretty sure it was like before lockdown times, like way back in the day. I was joining like Facebook groups of Disney creators, making friends on there, and so, you know, sharing tips and advice and making friends with people, you know, that are in like the same niche. And yeah, I made friends with someone in one of the Facebook groups and we did a little trade over Christmas time, and one of the things that she sent me was this Rabbit keyring. She did send him in the bag he came in, and it was one of the like blind bags that I think you got from like Box Lunch or Hot Topic. I got Rabbit, obviously very happy with that, and yeah, cute little keyring. And moving on to the next figure, it's Rabbit, and these were, I think they're available in places like Box Lunch, Hot Topic, stuff like that. Again, they were little mystery ones, and let me just take them off. The honey pot was the mystery thing, so the character came inside and then it has it so you can keep that as a display, and then there's a bit so you can stand the character on there. So I got this on my trip to Florida in 2022/2023 because I went over New Year's, and majority of my holiday was Disney. I only did Disney, none of the other theme parks. But then we had a break from Disney halfway through our holiday and we went on a day trip down to Miami, and whilst I was in Miami I did all the big shops, you know, Box Lunch, Hot Topic, all of those kind of things, and I picked him up. I can't remember which one he was from. I want to say Box Lunch. And yeah, as I always say with like Winnie the Pooh mystery bags, I don't mind which one I'm gonna get. So I just picked up one because from what I can remember it was quite expensive for a mystery box, but I got Rabbit, so very happy with that. Again, this is another thing I wish we did over here, because how cool is that? Most like mystery bags you get, it's like so wasteful because it's like so much plastic, like it's just the wrapping. But the fact that this then turns into a display thing that you can display the figure on, It's just so cool. And look how cute he is. Okay, and next, you all know this one is coming because we did recently unbox it, but that is the Rabbit Funko. It was pretty much this that gave me the idea to finally do this video. So this went up for pre-order on August 29th, 2024. And when I pre-ordered him, that's when I then scheduled it. I've got a little notepad over there, which is my YouTube schedule. It's got like my whole YouTube, what I'm doing, where, when, all of that. As soon as I pre-ordered this in August, I scheduled it. I think I scheduled it for like end of November. And then every time that I knew the Funkos were getting pushed back, I then pushed that back. So that's how long I've had this video planned for. I've had this video planned since August because this little Funko gave me the inspiration to do it. I was just so excited that he finally got his own Funko. So I was like, right, we need to sit down and we need to go through everything. I've already talked to you guys so much about this Funko, you know how I feel about it. Yeah. And then the last thing out of the figures we have got is this. You guys know I am an in the box collector, so you're getting it like this. Also, how cool does it look like all of this? I don't want to take it apart, but as you can see, Rabbit is right there. Front row, main character energy. I absolutely loved these sort of sets. I remember these were all over the Disney parks when I was a kid growing up. I remember going into like the Emporium at Disneyland Paris and like there was tables full of these sort of figure sets. They were so cool. I think I had like a princess one as a kid, but I got this one in 2021. I think. It feels a long time ago now. It was during when all the Disney stores were closing down, and so they all had their closing down sales. So I went to my local Disney store and I picked this up in the sale. So yeah, kind of like a bittersweet thing because I really didn't want the Disney stores to close, but I do always love a sale. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it was like 2021 I got this. And recently, I think it was like either this year or like end of last year, this reappeared on the Disney Store website and they had it labelled as new. And I was like, that's not new at all. It's just something you've brought back. But yeah, always very excited to see these sort of figurine sets. Absolutely love them. And look at all, like, I know this video is about Rabbit, but look at all the characters you got in there. You got a Heffalump, a Woozle, Owl, Rabbit. Yeah, that's so cool. Okay, so that is all of like the figures and Funkos out of the way. I think next we will do plushies. Since we did the figures in size order, I feel like I have to do the plushies in size order as well. Starting off with this little one. So for the Tigger movie release, McDonald's had Winnie the Pooh toys in their Happy Meals, and I've got the whole Tigger movie Happy Meal toy set. They're all like this. How cute is that? How cool is it that in Happy Meals you could get little plushies? The early 2000s were just amazing, weren't they? So we've got little Rabbit. Some of them have got like on like Tigger hats, Tigger scarves, obviously for the Tigger movie, but Rabbit is just Rabbit. But I do like his hands are Velcro, very cute. And because we haven't got a Rabbit Nuemo, I have used him as like in swap of having a Rabbit Nuemo. I've taken him to the parks quite a few times to meet Rabbit, and you know that little trick people do with Nuemos where you get a hair tie, put it around their arms, and then you have it on your Loungefly strap? I have him on my Loungefly straps all the time whilst in the parks because he's so cute. Yeah, look at him. And I don't know how well you can see that, but on his tag it does say the Tigger movie and then McDonald's on the other side. So cool. And then my next two Rabbit plushies are the same size, but I'll go with this one because I've had this one for longer. I got him in about either like 2018 or 2019, back in the day of the actual Disney stores. It's this really cute Rabbit. I think these are like medium size plushies, and these have, I think it was a couple of years ago, the Disney store did like a vault collection where they brought back old plushie designs, and this guy as well as the Heffalump were the ones that they brought back for the Winnie the Pooh vault. Just how cute is this? I think from this particular collection of plushies, I've got obviously this one, I've got Heffalump, I've also got the Owl version, he's just up there, and I got Owl and Rabbit from the Disney store back in 2018, 2019, and then when they did the Vault collection re-releasing them, I got Heffalump to add to the collection. Yeah, I remember when they did the Vault collection a couple of years ago, everyone was so excited over these plushies because they were so popular back in the day of the Disney stores, and then obviously they shut down. He's just so cute, and I love like his shade of yellow on this. It's like a pastel sort of yellow. Very different to the next one. This one's like a bright yellow. Now, I can't remember where I got this one from. It was either like a charity shop or a car boot sale. I think it might have been a car boot sale. Definitely a pre-loved secondhand sort of find. But yeah, look, he's like bright yellow. Absolutely love him. I don't know like where he was originally from. His tag just has Disney copyright on it. It doesn't say anything about like the Disney store or anything like that. But I would have had as a guess he was probably like a Disney store sort of one. He is literally like the same size as this one, but the difference is obviously this one's a paler yellow and like he's more like floppy, this one, whereas this one's more like stiff and sits in position a bit better. And what I also like about this one compared to the other one is he's, I don't know how you can see that, he's just got like a little fluffy bit at the top there. Yeah, I can't remember where or when I got him from, but he was definitely pre-loved. So those are all of my plushies. I think we'll move on to the last bit, which is just Rabbit on his own before we move on to Rabbit featuring other ones. This is one of my favorite things in like my Winnie the Pooh accessories, and whenever I wear this or have it like show it online, it's always so popular. And that is my custom made rabbit bow. I think you guys will have seen this before. It's my friend Nina has a small shop where she custom makes bows, ears, skirts. She'll make bounds for you. She does absolutely anything you want, and she will do set designs on her shop openings, and she also has custom slots where you will like buy your custom slot and then you message her with absolutely anything you want. I messaged her like a few weeks before one of her shop openings last year, and I just said, I have this idea for a bow, can you do it? She asked what it was. I said I'd like rabbit on a bow, I'd like some carrots, and I'd like it to be yellow. And she was like, say less. And she whips up a little digital drawing of her design, shows it to you, and then you pay for the custom on her shop opening day because she only opens at certain times. And then yeah, ta-da, you've got yourself a custom bow. This has been so popular. When she made it and then she posted it on her Instagram, so many people went crazy for it. Whenever I post it, everyone absolutely loves it. You can see why. So yeah, it's this beautiful shade of yellow, and then it's got rabbit in the middle admiring a carrot, then it's got carrots down the long parts of the bow with some little daisies in the middle. And I don't know how you can tell, but like the background of rabbit is sparkly as well. And yeah, it's on a big, like, I don't know what these type of clips are called, but yeah, it's on a big clip. So yeah, I definitely recommend checking out Nina's shop. It's called Nina's Neverland Art. Yeah, I definitely recommend checking her out. Her creations are just absolutely amazing. Also, what I realized, because I keep all of her bows in the box they came in for safekeeping, so she also includes little bracelets with her orders. And every time, I don't know if this is something she does for every order, but it's how it's worked out for me on all of my orders. The bracelets are to match the order. So I've got this one, which is obviously a Winnie the Pooh one, and then I've got a yellow one, obviously to represent rabbit. And then she includes some little stickers, and for the rabbit collection, obviously I have to show you the 2 rabbit stickers she sent. So first up, I absolutely love this one. Rabbit like juggling some carrots. I don't know how you can see that. I don't know if the glare of the camera is getting it. There you go. He's like juggling some carrots on his little wheelbarrow. And then there's this Christmassy one. Rabbit's got a candy cane and a little scarf. Absolutely love it. I haven't got a Disney trip planned at the moment, but when I'm next back in the parks, I have been saying this ever since my last trip, but when I'm back in the parks, I am doing a rabbit bound. I have talked about doing a rabbit bound for absolutely ages, but when I had first like started talking about doing it, he wasn't a set meet and greet, he was a rare meet and greet. But now at Disneyland Paris, he is a set meet and greet. He meets every day with Piglet. So now he's a set meet and greet. I feel more confident doing a rabbit bound, because otherwise when he was a rare character, I was like, if I do a rabbit outfit, the chances are he's not going to be out. But now I know he's always going to be out. I'm doing it for next trip. Okay, so let's do pins next. So my Winnie the Pooh pin collection is pretty big. I tried to count it the other day, but it's like quite hard to count because they're not in straight lines. I think I counted like about 97-ish. Emphasis on the ish. I'm not confident on that at all because it was very hard to count. But I have got 3 pins that feature rabbit. I haven't got a pin of just rabbit. So first we'll start off with this one. I got it on the Disney Store website last year, and it's all the 100 Acre Woods friends featuring Christopher Robin. And we've got rabbit just down here. It's such a big pin. I absolutely love it. But believe it or not, this isn't my biggest pin. I have a bigger pin. It's just not featured in this video because rabbit's not featured in it. But rabbit's just featured on that one. And then I've got this one again from the Disney Store. And as you can see, it is for the Piglet movie anniversary. And then we've got rabbit on the end, looking very excited, and he's got a little party hat on. I hope you can see that okay. And the third pin that features Rabbit on it. Now this is like a 2-in-1 pin, and what I mean by that is, so there's this pin, and then it came with a pin of Christopher Robin in his raincoat that like stands next to it here. So it's 2 separate pins, but it's one set, if that makes sense. I just left Christopher Robin on the board because he's not Rabbit. But yeah, Rabbit features in this one, and what I love about this pin is it's like some of your rarer characters. So obviously you've got Rabbit, you've got Kangaroo, and Tigger. Although Tigger is like what you think of as like one of the main Winnie the Pooh characters, you think of Pooh, Piglet, Eeyore, and Tigger as like the main 4. But when it comes to merch wise, Tigger really doesn't get that much merch, which is crazy. So he's kind of like, when you think about rare characters, he kind of slots into that on the merch side. There's hardly any Tigger merch. So that's why I think this pin is pretty cool. As I said, it does come with Christopher Robin as well as like the 2-in-1 style. But you've just got these 3 sailing in their umbrella down the stream. Rabbit, center of attention. Okay, and then I've got a couple of miscellaneous bits that don't really fit into a category, and then we'll finish it off with Loungeflies. Okay, I've just got this one sat next to me, and I think we'll do this next. This postcard of a classic Pooh and Rabbit, and it's obviously of the scene where Pooh gets stuck in Rabbit's house after eating too much honey. You guys know how much I love the classic Winnie the Pooh artwork. I got these postcards in a mystery box from Pooh Corner, the little shop cafe museum at Hartfield. They've got an online shop and they do mystery boxes every now and again. I got a load of postcards in one of their mystery boxes, and all of them were the classic art form. And yeah, this one features Rabbit on it, and I absolutely love Rabbit in the classic art. Look at that, that's just so beautiful. I haven't like got the perfect place at the moment, but I think like I'd love to like frame all of my classic postcards and have them on like a wall, kind of like how I've got this wall with like all of the frames, and they're like kind of like off-centered, you know. I'd like to do that with my postcards, like have them framed, and like I think that'll look really cool. This is really cool. I don't think I've shown this to you in a video. I got it off of Facebook Marketplace like 2 or 3 years ago, and it's this really cool teapot. These kind of teapots I find on like Facebook Marketplace, antique shops, stuff like that all the time, but I never buy them because they're so expensive. I went into an antique shop the other day and they had a really cool Winnie the Pooh one where it was like a tree. I'll include a picture of it here actually. It was like a tree stump with all the characters around it. It was £60, so that's usually how these teapots go. They're very collectible prices, but I found this one on Facebook Marketplace for £10. I couldn't argue for that price with the amount that I usually see them going for. I couldn't argue. And it's this like musical scene, so you've got Pooh on the top like playing honey pots as like some drums, and then like all the way around it you've got like these musical notes. All the characters are playing instruments, and yeah, we have got Rabbit right here. He's not playing an instrument or anything. It just looks like he's having a little bit of a dance, having a little bit of a good time. As you can imagine, this is very hard to display. I think it would look very cool if in like my future kitchen when I have my own place, if I got more of these, if I found more for a tenner and not 60 quid, if I had like a shelf in my kitchen with like all of my teapots lined up. It sounds like something a grandma would decorate her kitchen with, a shelf of collectible teapots. But I think that looks so cute. Oh, I've got one more thing in the miscellaneous category, and then we're moving on to the Loungeflies. You'll have seen this in my most recent Winnie the Pooh pre-loved finds. I got it off of Facebook Marketplace. It's a clock and it's got Rabbit on it, and as I mentioned in that video, I don't have any clocks like this in my room because the ticking will drive me insane. So it's just sat without its battery until I find a time where I can display it, not in my bedroom where the ticking will keep me up at night. Oh my goodness, this video just keeps going on and on. As I'm just sat here, I have just locked my eyes on 2 more Rabbit things, and we still haven't got on to the Loungefly. So I'm just quickly gonna zoom over those because now I've spotted them, I can't leave them out. We'll zoom over those and then we'll go on to the Loungefly. I think you guys would have seen this last year. I included this in a pre-loved find. It's a roll of Christmas wrapping paper that I can't bring myself to use because it's like, it's not classic Pooh, but it's very like vintage looking. It looks like sort of like, I don't know, 90s. It's still brand new, wrapped up in its cellophane, never used, and I can't bring myself to use it. But it does feature, where's a good one to show you of him? There's a couple. There's Rabbit there, he's got a cute little scarf on. just gift giving, and then there was another one, him down here, and they're just outside of Pooh's door, again just kind of like gift giving. And the thing about this, so you can see it there, he's got a black nose. I'm just looking around at all of the rabbits I've got. I don't know why he's got a black nose in this. Every single rabbit I have got has got a pink nose. He doesn't look right with a little black nose. But yeah, I can't bring myself to use this. But I just had to show you because it features rabbit. And then the other things that just caught my eye. I've got this custom made birthday badge. It's my birthday, Tori. And then it's got all of the characters in like a birthday party get up. And then you've got rabbit there with a little party hat on. And then I think, when was it? Like 2021, 2022 sort of time. Back when Disney Store was like, the Disney keys were like really popular. They were doing mystery boxes for like all types of Disney keys. There was 6 Winnie the Pooh keys to collect. 5 of them were characters, and then there was the one mystery one. And I managed to get all 5 of the characters. I just never managed to hunt down the mystery one. I still can't even find it on like Vinted or secondhand places. But yeah, here is the rabbit key. I absolutely love these keys. They're like all pastel colours and they're just so cute. And then it just says rabbit on that bit there. And you got rabbit. So yeah, that is everything that has just caught my eye, I think. So I think we are safe to move on to the Loungeflies now, the final part of the video. And also don't get too excited when I say we are moving on to Loungeflies. Rabbit has not got his own Loungefly yet. You'll have heard me screaming from the top of my lungs when Rabbit does have a Loungefly release. It's the bag I want them to make the most. I talk about it so much. So yes, we are now onto the Loungefly section, but there is not a Rabbit Loungefly himself. These are all bags where he features on. Starting off with one of my favourite bags in my collection. This was a Grail for me. I missed out on the Europe release of it because it sold out so quickly, but then for some reason it didn't sell out in the US. I think they had more stock available to them because ours sold out in like a minute. The US still had stock for like a few days after release. So my best friend who lives in the US, you'll have probably heard about her all the time, she offered to buy it for me off of the US site and ship it to me. And I literally don't know how this works. It still like boggles with my mind how this works. So obviously she brought it for me and shipped it to me, and then I paid her back for all of it. So having it brought in the US and then having it shipped over to the UK still worked out cheaper than buying it off of the Europe site. Yeah, I can't remember exactly all the numbers, but I remember it worked out to be like £10–15 cheaper, even though I got it from the US. Don't ask me how that happened. But yeah, on to where Rabbit features. So you got Rabbit just around here on the border holding some carrots, absolutely stunning. And then what I love about these bags, they're called cameo bags. Loungefly have done quite a few of them. They open up into a little family picture inside, and just look at how many rare characters it's got in there. You've got Rabbit, obviously, you've got Owl, you've got Gopher. How beautiful is that? See, Rabbit features on this bag twice because it's like all the 100 Acre Wood family. I absolutely love this bag. Next we have got the Rainy Day collection. This was from the September, I think, 2023 Loungefly catalogue, and Rabbit features on the side pocket. He's wearing his raincoat, his wellies, and he's just got an umbrella protecting his wheelbarrow of carrots from the rain. That is literally the only part of that bag Rabbit features on. And onto the opposite kind of weather conditions, from rainy day to a nice sunny cloudy day, we have got the balloons Loungefly, and again Rabbit features on the same pocket. Look how happy he is there. He's just riding on some balloons with some butterflies around him. I find that so funny that on both of these bags he's featured on the same pocket. I love that. That's so cute. And just look how much fun he's having on those balloons. We love it. And then the final part of my Rabbit collection that he features. Unlock the device to continue. We were going so well. And she has to join in, doesn't she? We might have to name her. It's just my Amazon tablet, but she likes to join in all the videos. We might have to give her a name at some point. But yeah, we have got this all over print Loungefly. It was an exclusive to Truffle Shuffle in 2023. This came out in a bit of a collection as well. They had a matching jumper and a matching t-shirt. I have got the matching t-shirt and Rabbit is on it, but honestly my wardrobe is in need of such a sort out, so it'll take me a while to find it. So just take my word on it for that one, that he features on a t-shirt. And yeah, I'm not usually a fan of all over prints. I'm more of a cosplay style kind of girly, but this is one of my favorite bags. I think I say that about like every single bag in my collection. But just how cute is it? Like the off-white cream of the bag with the purple is just so beautiful. And then you've got all the characters, like literally all the characters. You've got rabbit, owl, gopher, kangaroo, everyone. But yeah, rabbit is featured. Where can I show you where he's in a good position? Because he's all over the bag. There you go, on the back, right in the center there. And look at like all the beautiful flowers around it. It's so cute. I love it. And also what's quite cool about this bag, so I think I've mentioned to you before that Truffle Shuffle were on my list of dream brands to collab with, and I first collabed with them in spring/summertime of 2024. I've also already collabed with them in January of this year, so I've worked with them twice now. But that when they asked me to work with them last year on the light up Loungefly in the spring/summer, that wasn't the first time they've asked to work with me. This bag got announced and released in October 2023, and they had announced it a few days before its drop, and they didn't announce when it was going to drop. It was literally a surprise drop. So I remember I was in the travel lodge at Dover before going to Design Paris the next day when the bag got released. So out of all my excitement, I brought it because obviously. And then 2 days later, I received an email from Truffle Shuffle asking me if I'd like to collaborate on this bag and the matching wallet. I'd already brought it. So I emailed them saying, literally my email said that they were one of my dream companies to work with. I've always loved their company. I'd always wanted to work with them. I had already purchased the bag, and they did then respond to me, and they did very much like the fact that I'd already was supporting their business. I literally brought it, like I was on the website on release, like I'd refreshed my Instagram. Like it was a surprise drop. It's so funny how it worked out. I was on my Instagram when they announced it dropped, and then I instantly just went onto their website and brought it. And I do then like to think that that's what's encouraged them to come back and work with me again. Obviously I've worked with them twice now. So yeah, this was the first bag that they offered to work with me on, but I kind of beat them to the post and I brought it before they had a chance. But ever since that moment, when they have asked me to work with bags on them, they've always contacted me before the bag is either announced or released. The past 2 bags I've worked with them on, I received the bags a week before it was released to the public, and they contacted me about it like a week and a half before that. Like they announced the bags and then they'd contact me, then I'd receive it, and then the time would pass for me to like make the content, and then it would release. But yeah, I almost worked with them on it. I just kind of beat them to it. And that brings us to the end of my rabbit collection. Honestly, for a rare character, I think we have done pretty well on this video. I can't see my timestamp because I've had to change my battery a few times, so it's not really showing the true length of the video. I'm only at 5 minutes now because I just had to change my battery a minute ago. But I feel like this video has gone on for quite a amount of time for you, so I hope you have enjoyed it. If you did, please do pop that thumbs up button, and if you'd like to see more from what, do click subscribe down below. And while you're down there, don't forget to ding the notification bell. I mean, you might as well, you're already down there. And as I did say way back at the start of the video, if you'd like to see this for other rare characters, do let me know in the comments section. If you suggest a character and I don't have enough merch of them to do like this type of video, I could always turn it into like a shorts / real TikTok short form sort of video, so I can always do that. Anyway, I'll see you guys real soon. Bye.